Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you the SCCY CPX2. Now, let me scoot this over, just show you the brand name right there. I was at a shooting range the other day, and this guy said, "Hey, let me try." I let people shoot my guns. He said, "Let me try the Sissy." I said, "The Sissy? Which gun's he calling the Sissy?" And he goes, "That one right there." And I laughed. It's SCCY. It looks like Sissy, but they're not going to make a gun and call it a Sissy. I promise you that much. Now, these are the SCCY CPX2. These two guns are the exact same thing. Obviously, they look a little different. This one here has a red dot sight. This one does not. And they both have, you see this one has a pinky extension, and this one does not. Now, again, they're the same gun. I'm going to show you why they're different in just a second. Let's do a safety check first, because I want to dive right into it. So, empty mag, empty chamber. Empty mag, empty chamber. Nothing in there. So again, these are two of the exact same gun. They're both SCCY model CPX2. You see it's 9mm. I just want to show you that they're the same. All right. And again, the only difference is this one here has a crimson trace red dot sight. I'll get into that in a moment. This one is just a standard build, not optics ready at all. And as I pointed out, this one has the pinky extension on the magazine. This one does not. Now, when you get this gun, it comes with two magazines with this extension already installed. All right, I just put this one here just for sake of the video so you can get a visual of it. All right, they're interchangeable. I didn't have to buy this flat base plate. The box already comes with these in here, so I didn't have to purchase anything new. I just took this off and put that one on just so you can see. But look at that. Two of the exact, they're both 9mm. They're both great. I use them for target shooting and concealed carry. Now, just like you, when I'm considering buying a gun, I go on YouTube. That's the first thing I do. I find video research and find out what people are saying about it. I like to know the pros and the cons, I'm sure just like you're doing here. Now, I can confidently tell you, after owning these guns for about 2 years, probably going on 2.5 years, I have nothing but good things to say about them. I'm going to get this one a little bit out of the way, and let's jump right into it. So before I show you the gun, I'll show you what's in the box, because this one here comes with this red dot sight. Let's see if you can see it in there. Maybe if I knew how to aim a gun, huh? There we go. And I'll show you that in just a moment. All right. Now, this sight came with this gun. When you get it, it's already probably not mounted on here. I think it was separate, but very easy to mount. I'll show you that too. But it comes with this particular gun. I didn't buy this separately and put it on. It came with it on here. So let's check out the box. Now, the box came with everything. Some of these little bags I know are going to be empty because they had some of the sight materials in them. But you get this cleaning tool or accessory. There's a lock that's in there. Oh, here's those base plates I was telling you about. The flat one and the one with that pinky extension. Those are there. You have some Allen wrench keys. Those are for that red dot sight. I'll show you that in a moment. This is a cleaning cloth for the sight. And then Crimson Trace, they give you the info that you need for them too. So here's all the warranty. That right there is the model number for that sight, CTS 1500. So if you have an issue with the sight, you know exactly where to go and who to contact. If you have an issue with the gun, I never have, so I've never had to reach out to SCCY myself. But I've heard they're very easy to work with and have a really great customer service department. So that makes me happy just knowing that that's out there. So the CPX2. Now, like I said, this gun has been a joy for me to shoot. I love it for concealed carry because, as you can see already, it's a very flat gun. Nothing really to get snagged on. And I like it for target shooting. Usually if I'm at the range, I take this one because, I mean, hey, it came with the red dot already with it, so why not? Now, again, I'll show you a little bit about the red dot because I don't know a lot about it. This gun here normally is about $350. Not a whole lot for such a small gun, and especially coming with this sight. You can usually get it for probably a little bit under $350 out the door, I mean, at a store. And usually for these, you're paying about $300, hopefully a little bit less out the door in a store. So just to show you, it's got a low price tag. You're not really losing an arm and a leg just to have a little fun with a 9mm. They do come with a 10-round magazine. So for a small gun, you're not sacrificing rounds. It still holds 10. And then you can, of course, one in the chamber. Now, the red dot is pretty cool. I don't know a whole lot about optics. All right, so don't expect a whole lot from me about this. Like I said, this one came with the gun. I don't own any guns that are optics ready, and I don't own any red dot sights. This is it. So I only have, now I know there are better ones out there. I've seen other optics. I know there's nicer ones out there, but this one here for a $350 gun or so has been really great. You can see it's got that pin right here that adjusts the red dot left and right. And then this little pin down here, the tip of my finger, that one adjusts the red dot up and down. These two larger screws on either side, those are how you remove it. And all these keys that are needed for these things, they come in that box. Those are those Allen wrenches that I showed you before. It also came with this cover. Goes right on top for when if you want to put it away. I never take this off. I leave it right on here and I put it away like this. Now, and it has a battery. I think it comes with 2 batteries. Once you remove it, the battery goes underneath this here because it is battery operated and it is automatic. The red dot, I mean. So when you point this gun down, like if you carry it concealed like this and it points down, after a couple minutes or so, the red dot will turn off. And then once you're engaged and lift it back up, it turns back on. Same thing with this plastic housing. When this is off for a while, and it's dark in there, that's what it's for, it turns that red dot off. And then you take it off and the red dot sight will turn back on. Now, again, I don't know a lot about optics, about especially this one here, so I don't know if you can take this off and put it on another gun that's optics ready. I have no clue. If you want to take a look, just in case you're curious, remember I think it said it's the model CTS 1500, but there's the build right there. It's not very big, it's pretty simple, and I'll be honest, it is fun at the range. You're not going to be entering any shooting competitions with this gun, especially with this long trigger pull. I'll show you that later on, but it is long every single time. It's about 10 pounds too. But I'm probably talking about the negative. I don't want you to let that stop you from getting it. Like I said, I own 2 of these guns. It's nothing but fun. All right. So, but like I said, you're not going to enter any shooting competitions with it. It is fun. I personally never take it more than about 20 yards with this one here. I am not a marksman at all though. So don't think that, oh, I can shoot any target in the world. No, I cannot. Just this one here, I normally take it to about 10 or 15 yards with this sight. After that, I just like to have fun with this one here. But again, it's not a target shooter. And I have other guns that I prefer to do long range with anyway. But these guns here are fun. Now, it's a small barrel, short barrel, I should say, about 3 inches, probably 3.2 or 3.3 inches. As you can see, this one here, even with the sight, a very flat gun. So it's really good for concealed carry. I'll show you the holster I use in just a moment. And the build itself is really simple. It's got a slide release, only on the one side. Nothing over here. It's very positive. You can see how bulky it is. And I don't use that word. It's not necessarily bulky. It's just bulky in comparison to the surface of the rest of the gun. You can feel it. You know where it is. The magazine release, even though it's a tiny little button, I never have any issues with it. Never. It's also just on the one side for to cater to a right-hand shooter. And it's not able to be reversed. So it's gonna stay on this side here. Now, SCCY does make a CPX-1. They make actually the same ones here too. They make a CPX-1 that comes with the same red dot mounted and a CPX-1 with the standard build. It's the same exact thing. The only difference is that one includes a thumb safety in the back. And that is ambidextrous, so you'll feel the safety here. And of course, sorry for that little shake there on the camera, the safety will be back here too. All right, so the CPX-1, otherwise it's the exact same thing, just has that thumb safety. Now, there's a few features about this gun that I like that make it really safe. All right, so I'm going to get this out of the way real quick because when I concealed carry, I normally don't use this one with the dot. I'm usually using this one here. All right, here's the holster that I like to use. I like this one has the Bulldog. The brand name is Bulldog. If you've seen my videos before, you know this is the holster that I use for almost every single gun that I own. And now some of them fit others differently, but this here is a universal holster. You don't need to be loyal to the brand Bulldog. If you go on eBay, you're only going to pay about $20 for something like this, and there's about 1 million companies that make them. But as you can see here, it's one of my favorite holsters because everything's really low and close to your belt line. I mean, look at this. Hardly any of the gun is visible. I mean, vertical, this direction at the top of the belt. That's what I love. It's such a small profile too. Now, I don't have small hands, but you can see this gun is it's about like a 3.3 inch barrel or so. And for holding 10 rounds, it's just, I don't know, it's prime in a lot of different ways. Also, if I do carry it, I do prefer, I never really keep this base plate on it. I just did this for the video. I like just that little a bit integrity of a pinky extension. And while talking about the grip, I'll show you one thing that I like too. If you've never held one of these guns, if you see it in a store, just hold it. See how it fits in your hand. Because I prefer this grip. I like this better than a Glock 19, to be honest with you. One of the reasons when I was shopping for Glock 19, I ended up getting the M&P. I liked how the M&P felt in my hand better too, because that had a grip more similar to the 17. It was a little bit longer. Now, I love the Glock 19. That is one of my favorite guns, but the grip just touches my bottom finger where I don't really like it, to be honest. It's a great shooter. I love it, have a lot of fun, but it's not my favorite gun. And I do like the way this one feels better than the Glock 19. Now, you don't need this to be a marksman with this gun, but again, I just like the integrity of it. Even with the left hand, I like that. It makes for a quick shoot if I'm shooting offhand. But that's the holster that I'll use. And you'll see even with that pinky extension, it doesn't do anything to the height or really the length of the gun. I mean, it's not a big difference there. It's almost flat anyways. But that's what I use. I forget I have this on all the time. I usually carry appendix, so it's right in front of me. Look at that, it almost disappears. It's just so flat. But I've carried this on the side at 3 o'clock, like right above, my pocket. And I've never had an issue with printing or with this being too bulky or poking out of my shirt. Honestly, never had an issue at all. So concealability is really great for this gun. I said a few safety features that I like for concealed carry as well is a big fear, I'd say a common fear people that I actually hear say are some people don't like to have a round in the chamber because they're concerned about accidentally pulling the trigger and firing a round. All right, now I'll be upfront with you, that doesn't commonly happen, but don't let me force you into carrying with one in the chamber. If that's uncomfortable for you, then don't do it. If you just prefer to have them in the mag and not in the chamber, then do that. Stick to what you know, stick to what you're used to, stick to what's comfortable for you. For me, I prefer to have one in the chamber in this gun in particular, because that fear of a short trigger pull and accidentally shooting this gun is alleviated in a lot of different ways. So that's what I want to show you right now. What makes this gun set apart from a lot of different ones is it's a hammer fire. Semi-automatic, but it's not a striker fire. It's a hammer fire, and I'm going to pull the trigger a little bit and let you see the hammer kind of pull out. There you go. I'm just pulling it about halfway right now. Now I'll pull it all the way on this one here, watch. I'll do it again, all the way back. So not only is it a hammer fire, but it has a very long trigger pull. Watch this. The reset is all the way out. And then to fire it again, you see I had to pull all the way back. Now watch this. I'm not going to reset the gun. I'm just going to let it out like normal. Long trigger pull. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because what makes me confident with having a round in the chamber with this gun in particular is there's no such thing as a short trigger pull. Just imagine this with me. You have the gun, you have a loaded magazine, just imaginary, all right? Put it in. Now you have one in the chamber, right? In an imaginary world. Now, look at this shot. Look, I take it out. First shot here is, look, all the way back. And this is not a light pull. It's like, I think I said it's about 10 pounds or so. Now, don't let that stop you from getting the gun. Again, that does affect, if you're at the range, that long pull, yes, it's like shooting a revolver with double action every time. It's just, it's gonna be tiring after a while doing it. It's gonna affect your accuracy. It's gonna affect how fast you can shoot the gun. But just, that's the way this is built. And I mean, this gun is not made for competition shooting anyways. But for concealed carry, that long trigger pull puts me at ease with having one in the chamber. So you have that to look forward to as well. Disassembling this gun is really easy too. Let me show you on this one here. I'll make sure again, just everything's empty. All right, so the disassembly is so simple on this gun. I'm gonna keep it back because you need this slide back anyways. So once this is locked in the rearward position, it's just one thing. This little pin here just has to come out. You can see it's got a little kind of ledge and little wedge in there. You don't really need a tool. I use my fingernail. It's not even long. You just pull that out. Now this should just slide right off. There's your slide and assembly. There's your gun. Putting it together, same thing. Kind of going in reverse. Oh, I hit that barrel on accident. Give me 1 second. I think I hit, hold on. Right on the review too. Perfect timing. Oh, I probably should have took that. Sorry about that. That was weird. I don't know what I was doing right there. I think I was pushing this barrel down in a weird direction. So the only thing about putting the gun back together is making sure that lines up. That's the hardest part about it. And it's really nothing at all. You put that pin back in. Let me get out of the way so I can show you up close. Put that back in. And you want to hear it click. There you go. And you're all assembled. Sorry, I turned something and pulled it off. That's all right. And this is the CPX2. Again, I've had a lot of fun shooting this at the range. It's a pocket gun. It fits everywhere so easily, especially with this little holster here. And I'm not advertising for them. They just make a really simple holster that I like for a lot of different guns. And for this, it works perfectly. So I recommend that too if you do end up getting it. Again, I mean, about $300, $350 max, I think, is what these cost. You have a really simple gun. I like it for first-time shooters. I've been shooting a while, and I like these guns too. They're fun to take out to the range. Now, if you've had experience with these, let me know. Leave a comment at the bottom. Let me know how you'd enjoyed them or what you don't like about them too. I really do like hearing what you have to say about it. If you have a question about them, you're thinking about getting it, let me know. I'd love to answer anything I can. Again, nothing but good things to say about these guns here. They've been really great, and I've had them for a few years now. Anything you need though, just let me know, comment. We'll show a few different 9mm. We have a bunch here at the shop. So just look forward to, if you like 9mm, then we're gonna have a few videos coming for you guys too. You like this one, subscribe. You can see when they come out. We're gonna do probably about 1 or 2 every week. But otherwise, we'll do this again. God bless you guys. See you later.